Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Hop on in the room. Come on in. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor. Welcome to my virtual space. Hi, C. John. Good morning, Doris. Hi, Coach T. Welcome to the room. Good morning, Tamara. Good morning. Welcome to Command Your Day. This is our time together where we come together and we use words to breathe life into our day. Welcome to my virtual space. Hit that follow button if you have not done so yet. Become a part of the family. We're live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day. Also, if you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you're in the right place. You can utilize the link that is in my bio to join my community. It's a Commanders community. It's free. You get valuable information there, and you stay up to date on what is going on in the community. So use that link in my bio to join the Commanders community. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, David. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hi, Freddie. Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Let's pull some new family members in the room. Let's do that. Tap the screen for me if you can do that. Hi, Lydia. Good morning. Hi, Anna. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Bongo. Good morning. Hi, Carol. Good morning, Samantha. Welcome to the room. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. How are you? Hello, Doreen. Hi, Margaret. Welcome to Command Your Day. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. I'm feeling a little better this morning. Good morning, Liz. I'm feeling a little better this morning. Good morning, Smith. How are you? Here, before I go to work. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I truly do. Hey, Tony and Jen. Good morning. Hi, Anne Marie. So, Liz, I'm feeling a little better. I may not sound like it, but my body feels better. It definitely does feel better. So I'm still taking some medicine to get me through. But hopefully by the weekend, I should be 100% better. It's all good. We're going to make it through. Hi, Monica. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Share the stream out if you can do that as well. I would appreciate it if you're able to share it out. So let's get into it really quickly. This is going to be another short one. Good morning, Teeks. How are you? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, praying for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts, Teeks. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into it really quickly. Let's do our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. Let's do that. Let's start there. Drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. We do this exercise every day to I am, Teeks. I am, but my body feels okay. So it's just some congestion that I'm dealing with. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? My body feels better. So it's just some congestion that I have right now that I'm experiencing. Hi, Jenny. Good morning. So let's do our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. Again, we do that exercise to stay in the mindset of abundance. Good morning, Aline. Good morning to you. So let me know, what are the 3 things that you are grateful for today? Is it the big 3, life, health, and strength? Is it your job, your family, your friends, opportunities, chances, stability? I know I put that on my list every morning. I'm so grateful for stability. Grateful for nature, family, and networking. Awesome. Awesome. As you said, nature, my family's working on all our summer outing. And there's this one trail that I really want to walk. So my sister is trying to find the exact location for that trail. There's a body of water on that trail that I want to see. It's in Pennsylvania somewhere, Reading, Pennsylvania. The big 3, awesome, life, health, and strength. Good morning, Barbie. How are you? Always life and health. Awesome. I love it, Jenny. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, we do this exercise every morning to keep us in a mindset of abundance. So we stay in a place of gratitude, no matter how small the things are that we have in our life. There's always somebody that is praying for a percentage of what we have. So fine. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, now we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. So I want you to reiterate that promise in the comments by typing, I am making bold moves. Hi, Lilia. How are you? I am making bold moves, and I'm doing it this year, right? I am making bold moves this year. Good morning, Fortitude. Yes, I'm feeling better in my body. I just have some congestion and I'm working through that. Hey, Danny. How are you? Hey, Danny. Good morning, Miss Arena. Yes, but my body feels better today. I could say that. Yes, thank y'all so much for typing that. We are making bold moves this year. We're not letting fear hold us back. We're bringing that idea to life. Thank you, Lilia. Good morning, Miss Arena. We're bringing that idea to life. We're bringing that solution to the people that need it. We're building the brand that we've been thinking about for so long, right? We're going to write the book. We're going to start the business. We're going to do life in a better way. Yes, Miss Arena. Good morning, T. How are you? Yes, so we are making bold moves this year. That's why it's so important that we continue to show up here to encourage each other, to empower each other, and get the strategy that we need for the day. All right, so for those of you who are new here, we're live here. We gather right here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Again, if you are looking for a community, join us. We're making bold moves together. All of this year, we are making bold moves. If you haven't gotten your copy of the Bold Moves Manual, you can do so by grabbing it on Amazon. Purchase your copy on Amazon. Thank you, Miss Arena. Thank you for all the gifts. You can purchase your copy on Amazon, the Bold Moves Manual. That's the cover that you're looking at on my screen. So this is what we're working from. This is what we work from every morning. And today we're going to be on page 79 and page 80. That's what we're going to be on today. So if you do not have your Bold Moves Manual yet, grab your copy on Amazon. If you are in a country that Amazon does not ship to, send me a DM, let me know, and I'll see how best I can help you to get you a copy, okay? Good morning, Cint. How are you? So what you're looking at, that's the cover of the Bold Moves Manual. We have slated this year as the year of bold moves. And this book is mindset coaching in a book with practical strategies that you can apply to make the bold moves that you're going after for this year. All right. Thank y'all so much for typing in the comments that we are making bold moves this year. All right, so let's get right into our prayer. I'm going to pray the 23rd Psalm for all of us, and then we will move into the rest of the agenda. So I'm going to pray for all of us. You're going to type in the comments, amen. That says that you agree with the prayer. All right, so here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Again, I want to share how honored I feel to be the one you decided to ship the manual to and the book. Oh, you're welcome, Lilia. No problem at all. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Thank you. All right, so let's keep it moving. We're going to move right into our affirmations. Again, these affirmations are in the front of the Bold Moves manual. So when you get your copy, you will have access to them. You also have a Bold Move prayer in the front of the manual. For those of you who are new here, this prayer is very intentional and very specific to help you overcome fear so that you can embrace boldness and make the move that is necessary for you to get to your next destination. So once you get your copy, be sure that you're praying the Bold Moves prayer every day, all right? And utilizing the affirmations. So here we go. I'm going to go through the list. I'm going to read them off. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself. And I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. And today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So these are the affirmations that we use every morning to position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. Again, these affirmations are in the front of the Bold Moves manual. What you're looking at is the cover of the manual that we're working from. You can get your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version using the link that is in my bio. All right? Awesome. Let's keep it moving. Thank y'all so much for typing I agree. I think someone said, hey, good morning, Latasha. How are you? Good morning, Esther. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Thank y'all so much for typing I agree. All righty, really quick announcements. Remember to join my community, the Commanders community, by using the link that is in my bio. It is a free community, but you get valuable information there. All right, so why not join? Put your best email address in, you hit submit, and that's how you join. Also, grab your Bold Moves manual. Join us here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day. And my next live mentorship session will be on June 28th. So if you want to be in the room, you got to enroll in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program that helps you to develop discipline, the discipline that is needed to accomplish your goal. It also helps you to cultivate the mindset to overcome any obstacle that life may throw at you and still remain focused on the goal that you're going after. All right, you get immediate access to pre-recorded lessons, you get a workbook, and you get additional materials, and you secure your seat for our live sessions once per month. So the next live session will be June 28th. However, you can get in earlier than that and still participate with the pre-recorded lessons that's inside of the portal. If you want to enroll, send me a DM. Let me know that you're interested in working with me or being a part of my mentorship community, and I will help you to get enrolled. All right. Awesome. Let's keep it moving. So today we are on page 79 and page 80 of the Bold Moves manual. So you can turn to that page right now for those of you who have it. So page 79 and page 80. We're talking about grace this morning. We're talking about grace. Good morning, Life is Precious. I'm feeling better. Just a little congested, but I am feeling better. My body feels a whole lot better this morning. So thank you so much for asking. So we're talking about grace today. Grace, yes, we're talking about grace. Awesome. Thank you so much for asking. We're talking about grace. So type that in the comments. And for those of you who already have the Bold Moves Manual, we're on page 79 and page 80. Yes, we're talking about grace today. All right. So grace is a quality of kindness and consideration and a disposition to be fair and honest, right? So that's a definition, a quality of kindness and consideration and a disposition to be fair and honest. Now, grace is more than elegance. I know that a lot of times when we hear the word grace, we think about someone walking gracefully and they show up and how they dress and they operate with grace. But it is more than elegance, more than being poised under pressure. Grace is strength wrapped in gentleness. All right. This is power without arrogance. It's being rooted without being rigid, right? Whether you are a CEO, a mother, a father, a visionary, or someone in the process of becoming, grace is the secret weapon that helps you to show up strong even when life feels shaky. People would ask me all the time, why are you so life happy? It seems like you never have a bad day. I do have bad days. I do. Everybody has something going on in their life. I have something going on in my life, but I choose to operate with grace. I choose to show up with grace. You don't always have to wear what you're feeling on your face, right? You don't always have to show up with what you're feeling in how you interact with others. No, I choose to operate and show up with grace. Yes, Teeks, that's correct. That's correct. So again, grace is the secret weapon that helps you to show up strong even when life feels shaky. Now, grace isn't hiding that there's something extremely wrong with you, like you're on the edge, you're about to jump off. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about, because if you're in that space where you're on the edge, you're about to jump, that you need to talk to somebody about, right? I don't recommend you just show up acting like, looking like everything is okay. That is a total different realm. If you're in that space where you're on the edge and you feel like you want to jump, talk to somebody. So I'm not saying you just be strong and show up when you're on the edge getting ready to jump. No. Talk to somebody. If that is the space that you're in, you need to talk to somebody. What I'm talking about, showing up strong even when life is shaky, is you're in a hard spot, but you're working through it. You are intentionally working through it. You're doing the necessary healing work. You're doing the necessary resolution work, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's the part that I'm talking about. It's like, trust in the stage that things will get better. Right. Yeah. So it's in that space of saying, you know what? This is just a phase. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to work through it. Things will get better. So I still show up gracefully. All right. So I just wanted to make that distinction. If you're in a space where you're on the edge, you're going through something, you're on the edge, you're getting ready to let go, to give up, that you need to talk to somebody about that. All right. Don't just show up and be strong if that is the space that you're in. What I'm talking about, where the secret weapon is that you show up strong when life is shaky, is that you're in a space where you're absolutely working through what it is. You understand that it is just a season. It is just a hard spot, and you're going to get out of it, and you're going to come out of it better. Like, you know within yourself that, hey, I'm going to come out of this. This is just a hard space that I'm in. All right. And grace allows you to show up gracefully, operate gracefully, even though things are shaky behind the scenes. but you're working on them. You're working through them, and you know that better is ahead. So I hope that y'all understand that distinction. Don't show up and act like you're strong and everything is okay when you know that you're on the edge. That part, you got to fix that. You got to talk to somebody about that. Okay? When I say show up strong, even when life is shaky, it's that you're working through it. You understand this is a season. You have the mental strength to get through it and come out better than you went in. So you're going to show up gracefully. All right? I want to make sure that I make that distinction and not have someone out here pretending they're okay when they're on the edge. I don't want that for you. All right? If you need help with that, you can definitely talk to somebody about that. All right? All right, so let's keep it moving. So when you're grounded in purpose through grace, you don't just react to the world. You respond with intention. You respond with intention. And to do that, you're going to remind yourself why you're here. I'm here to do my part to change the world, and I have to protect my reputation. So I respond with grace and intention. All right. There's so much going on right now in the social media space. People clapping back, and this one's fighting, and that one is saying this one is something else that they're not. And there's so much going on in the social media space right now. It's important that you remain graceful. So to respond with intention, you have to remind yourself why you are here, right? I am here to do my part to change the world, and I have to protect my reputation. So I'm going to respond with intention if it warrants a response, because some things don't warrant a response. You see it and you don't see it. You keep it moving. All right. Not everything you want to get involved in. All right. And that's just how I live my life. I don't need to get involved in certain things. That's wasting my energy. I ain't got nothing to say about that. All right. I'm just going to keep it moving, maintain my grace and keep it moving. All right. So again, to respond with intention and with grace, you're going to ask yourself, why are you here? I'm here to do my part in changing the world, and I want to protect my reputation as I do that. So I'm going to respond with intention and with grace. You're going to remind yourself who you're becoming. I'm becoming the best version of me, a healed version. So I can't respond like I did in the past, right? I cannot respond like I did when I was wounded, when I was hurt, when I was broken. I'm becoming the best version of me. So again, to respond with intention and with grace, remind yourself why you are here, who you're becoming, and what you're committed to no matter what. I'm committed to walking in grace no matter what. You can call me out my name all you want. That's not me. I know who I am. You can tell lies on me as much as you want, but I'm not responding. I'm not stooping to your level. No, I'm committed to being a reputable person and protect my integrity. All right. So I'm going to respond with grace if it warrants a response. All right. So this is how you're going to respond to the world, with grace and intention, by reminding yourself why you are here, who you're becoming, and what you're committed to no matter what. All right. Hi, Felicia. How are you? So grace begins when you're not tossed by your emotions or circumstances, but you're anchored in a deeper why. You're anchored in a deeper why. Purpose is your anchor, and grace is how you hold the line when storms comes your way. Now, a grace affirmation that you can use is this one, and it is extremely powerful. I am grounded in purpose. I move with intention and not impulses. Because when you move with impulse, definitely you're going to do something that you regret. If you just jump off, or your mouth just goes off with no thinking behind it, no intentionality behind it, you're just operating from impulse, for sure, you're going to say something that you're going to look back on and be like, man, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I should not have responded so impulsive. All right. So a grace affirmation that you can utilize. Again, for those of you who are just hopping on, you can grab the Bold Moves manual to get all of this that I'm talking about. We're on page 79 and page 80 today. So the Bold Moves manual that's the cover of it that you're looking at. You can grab a copy of it on Amazon, or you can download the e-version on the link that is in my bio. Yes, we have to control our emotions. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Gotta go. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate the restream on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, Lilia. Have a great day as well. All right. So again, I'm grounded in purpose. I move with intention and not impulse. A graceful person is not impulsive. They're intentional with every move. With every move. How is this move going to impact the person that I'm becoming? How is this move going to make me better for who I'm becoming? Because again, today you're not making decisions for the you of today. You're making decisions for the you of tomorrow, the you of next year. Next year you decide that, okay, I want to apply for this executive position. Well, did you make decisions the prior year that sets you up for that position? So when you make decisions today, and when you respond to the world, respond to someone else, are you responding with the knowledge of who you are working to become? That's the space that I want you to be in. You know what? I can't make that decision today to do that thing because it's going to impact me 10 years down the line. And this is why it's so important to understand who you are and where you're going. Because when you have that knowledge, you make decisions for the future you, not the you of today that may be in a struggling spot, in a hard spot. So you got to be a graceful person that does not respond impulsively, because 2 years down the line, I don't want anyone to dig into my past and seeing that I did this and it was something that I did out of impulse, and they don't know that. All they know is what they see. All right. So a graceful person is not impulsive. They are intentional with every move. And I want you to get into that headspace or that mindset of, I'm making decisions today for the me of tomorrow, the me of next year, the CEO me in 5 years, or the CEO me in 3 years. All right. The leader of next year. So I might not be in that leading position right now, but I'm making decisions today, right, that will make the me of tomorrow better. All right. So a graceful person is not impulsive. They're intentional with every move. To walk in grace, it doesn't mean life won't test you. It certainly will. It means that when life throws the storm, you show up as the calm to the storm. We cannot get to their level. We cannot get to the level or stoop down to the level of the situation that we're facing. Whatever way the storm decides to come, maybe somebody attacking you, maybe somebody lied on you, maybe a organization did you wrong, right? Even if the organization did you wrong, you cannot try to match energy and do wrong to them. Don't do it. Don't do it. I seen someone quite famous had an issue with an organization the other day, and how they decided to respond was to try to discredit this organization. And I understand that they're hurting, but what you got to think about is there are other organizations that's watching how you respond. So you trying to discredit this organization that they may have done you wrong. Yes, that's okay. They did you wrong. But your response in trying to tear down this organization, there are other people who were probably watching you to give you an opportunity. But now that they see that you're trying to tear down this organization, you may have missed out on something that is way better. So this is why it's so important to respond intentionally and respond with grace. Respond with grace, because I'm watching this person, very famous person, right? Very influential individual, tearing down an organization that, yes, the organization did you wrong, but your response is what matters, because there are other organizations that may have wanted to work with you, but when they see your response now, you missed out on that. All right. So a graceful person is not impulsive. They're intentional with every move. When life throws storm your way, show up as the calm to the storm. It can be a hard thing because you got to swallow whatever they did to you, right? You got to swallow it and show up with your head held high, right? Show up with your head held high and do not respond in a negative way, because somebody else is watching you. Somebody else is watching your response. And I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. Yes, that manager did you wrong, or yes, that coworker did you wrong, but how will you respond? Will you respond with grace and intention? Because somebody else is watching you. Somebody else is paying attention to how you respond to the storm that life throws your way. All right? Yes, keep your integrity. Yes, indeed. Yes, they did you wrong and it hurt. And it's a hard pill to swallow. People have done me wrong before, but I have to make a decision on how I respond, because I don't want to miss out on something greater because I acted impulsively. I responded out of emotions, right? All right. I hope that y'all are getting this. I hope it's helping somebody. So when grace meets resilience, you can fall and still rise up without bitterness and without baggage. Again, something happened. Somebody did you wrong. A situation went wrong, but you got to be resilient. Yes, you fell. It was hard. It hurt. But a graceful person still rise without any bitterness, right? Good morning, Evangelist Crystal. How are you? You're going to rise up without any bitterness and without any baggage. So getting up and saying, you know what, they did me wrong, but it's okay. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to come out better. I'm not going to carry the load of, oh, they did this. Oh, they told a lie on me. Oh, they did this. Oh, they did that. No, we're going to rise up as graceful individuals with no bitterness and with no baggage. And again, I know it's a hard thing, but you'll be better for it. You will be better for it. One of our life goals should be to stand with grace and resilience in all the situations that we face. Every situation that we face, right? What was meant to break you will build you instead when you operate from that graceful and intentional space. All right? That's heavy. Lose focus. Yeah, I know it's heavy, but again, you're protecting your reputation and you're making decisions today for the future you. So it's a hard pill to swallow when you know they did you wrong. You put all the work in, they lied on you. You showed up and they discredited you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I promise you it will make you better for the future. Don't respond impulsively. Don't respond out of your emotions. Show up with grace. Make your next move very intentional. All right? Keeping in mind the future you, that the you of tomorrow wants to do something great, wants to be in great, in a position of leadership, right? It's a hard pill to swallow, but operate with grace. With God, we can do it. Yes, indeed. This is powerful today. Awesome. Have to be a role model for others. Yes. So I want you to stay in that mindset of when the thing happened or the thing goes wrong, you know what? It was meant to break me, but it's going to build me instead, because I'm not going to respond impulsively. I'm not going to respond out of my emotions, because sometimes we can respond out of emotions. Maybe the emotion that we're feeling at the time is anger, and we respond from a place of anger, and then we can't take back what we said. We can't take back what we did. And now we're feeling terrible, right? So take a moment and make sure that your response to the world, or your response to the storm is graceful and intentional. I know it is hard. I know it is difficult. I know swallowing the pill when you know that you didn't do anything wrong is a very hard thing to do. But again, you will be better for it. It is a sign that you're growing when you're able to do that. All right? When you're able to do that. So don't let the situation break you. Use it to build yourself up. Living in grace means being aligned. When your actions match your value, there is peace, so much peace, and there is power in that. All right? And sometimes, hear this, I want you to hear this. Sometimes grace is saying no to what is good so you can say yes to what is God. That's another aspect of grace. I have to say no to this thing. It looks good. It sounds good. It feels good. But is it God? Is this what God has for me? Is it? And man, do I know this all too well. But this is a power move. I know this thing seems good. I know it does. But is this God? Is this all that God has for me? Is it what God has for me? So sometimes grace is saying no to what is good so you can say yes to what is God. Sometimes grace is walking away from chaos to protect your calling. And again, when it falls in a familiar realm, like people that we're familiar with, places that we're familiar with, it's chaotic, but we're familiar with it. So we stay there. It can be hard to walk away and walk away gracefully, but it's necessary sometimes. So you got to ask yourself, what do I value today? What do I value today? You know what? I value my peace. I value my purpose. So I'm going to gracefully walk away from this chaotic situation, right? I'm going to gracefully say no. It seems good because it's what I'm familiar with, but it's not what God has for me. So what do I value? I value my peace. So I'm going to gracefully walk away. And again, there doesn't have to be any big blow up, any explosions. I always say that when it is time for you to walk away, there doesn't have to be a big argument. No, it doesn't. I value peace, and this situation, this circumstance does not bring me peace. So let me gracefully walk away. All right. You can also ask yourself, where do I need to realign so that I can live out what I value? Okay, maybe I need to realign my thinking, because maybe you've been thinking, okay, this is just it. This is just a community that I was born into, and I just have to stick with it because this is just what it is. No, realign that thinking. All right. Now, these questions are very deep, but they're necessary. Again, you can get the full notes for what I'm talking about on page 79 of the Bold Moves Manual. You can grab your copy on Amazon and join us here so you can follow along with us. Today we're on page 79 and page 80. So what you're looking at on your screen is the Bold Moves Manual, which is what we work from here every morning. Grab your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version on the link that is in my bio. All right. So I got to skip through some of these. I got to skip through some of this. You can get the full notes again by purchasing your copy. Yes, you deserve better. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. You can grab a copy of the Bold Moves Manual so you can get all of these notes, everything that I'm going through, and the actual strategies that's outlined in it. All right. So you can find Grace on page 79 and page 80 of the Bold Moves Manual. Good morning, Linda. Welcome to the room. All right. I got to skip through some of these because I'm way over my time. So I want you to understand that grace is not passive. Grace is powerful. It's powerful. It's very powerful. So walk in grace today. I want you to move with grace. Show up as the person that you're becoming. Make decisions today that will benefit the you of tomorrow. I want to stay in grace to get to the other side, to help others. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, Miss Arena. And you will. And you certainly will. All right. So today I want you to move with grace. Show up as the person that you're becoming. That person is unstoppable. So walk in grace. Grab the Bold Moves manual so you can get the full note. I had to skip through some of it because I'm over my time already. All right, so the word of the day is grace. The word of the day is grace. Walk with grace. Respond gracefully and with intention. Respond gracefully with intention. I know they hurt you. I know they did you wrong, but do not act based on emotions. Do not act impulsively, because at the end of the day, you're going to feel bad, or it's going to tarnish the you that you're becoming. So respond gracefully. Respond with intention. Walk in grace. And remember that grace is showing up strong even when life is throwing some storms your way. All right? Yes, becoming unstoppable is on my vision board. Awesome, 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 Liz. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job becoming that unstoppable person. All right, so let's set our intentions for today. Let's do that. Let's set our intentions for today. We want to break the spirit of procrastination, so we are active. We're very active. So I want you to think about that goal that you're working on for this month. What are 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal? Maybe your goal is to write a book. Today you're going to decide on the cover design. Today you're going to decide on what the font will be. Maybe you need to break down the chapters of this book that you're writing. Get 3 things done today that will get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality. We don't do 5 steps because we don't do 5 things because the brain will get overwhelmed and then you won't do anything at all. So we make it manageable. 3 tasks each day that gets you closer to that goal becoming a reality. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening. Just get it done before midnight. So you're 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality in your life. All right. If you need further help with that, you want to work with me, you want my eyes on your goals, you need strategies from me, you need structure, you need accountability, you can enroll in my mentorship program, the Action Accelerator. The Action Accelerator, the link is in my bio for that, or you can DM me and I will help you to get enrolled, and that will secure your spot for our live session that is coming up on June 28th. All right? That will secure your spot for June 28th. Send me a DM if you have any questions at all about my mentorship program, and I'd be happy to answer and help you get enrolled. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What you speak is what you will see. So we are very intentional about decreeing all powerful things over our lives. So I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I'm decreeing for all of us. So you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we are blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our investments, our checking accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we are blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree that things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. Yes, we are. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today. And we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Again, get those 3 things done. Hey, Lexi, good morning. Get those 3 things done. If you want to get into my mentorship program, send me a DM or see the link in my bio for the Action Accelerator. If you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I do respond to my DMs, so you can ask any question and I'll be happy to answer. Hey, El Pacino? I hope I said that right. Good morning to you. All right, so I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things, expect answered prayers, expect promotion and increase, because anything is possible if you get the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Grab your copy of the Bold Moves Manual and meet me back here tomorrow for another Command Your Day. Teeks, I'm going to message you today. I need some information from you, so I'm going to message you today. Thank y'all so much for your time and for your participation. Have an amazing day. Remember that the word of the day is graceful. Respond with grace and intention. Thank you, Cynth. Yes, Miss Arena. I am taking medicine, so I know I'll get better. By the weekend, I'll be good. All right, have a great